we'll discuss yung Avengers Endgame na movie.
What do you think and what I think?
Parang gano'n nga.
Okay.
So, let's start with yung story. So, let's start with the conflict. Ano yung tingin mong main conflict of the film?
Main conflict of the film would be the Avengers being defeated by Thanos. And
Yes, ang ano kasi, it's because of the Infinity War. So, this is kumbaga the repercussions of what happened to that to that film. That Thanos succeeded in his quest of eliminating half the life or uh, to sustain yung limited what he feels are limited resources. So ang conflict now is that because Thanos was successful in that quest, tawag dito, the conflict is yung the remaining Avengers is trying to uh, trying to reverse what Thanos has done. So in order to do that,
they need
yan.
the
they
stones.
they need to retrieve the stones from Thanos in which na tawag dito yung parang pinapakita sa beginning of the film that they were trying to look for Thanos, diba? Until they tawag dito nakuha ni Captain Marvel si Tony Stark. And then with Tony Stark nandun si Nebula. Nebula was the one who actually informed them on where
Where
Thanos
Thanos would be.
where Thanos is. So uh, so they were successful in finding Thanos, but unfortunately Thanos already yung,
Destroy the stones
destroy the stones.
by using the stones.
So now the personal conflict in them is that hindi na tawag dito, they are now unable to do what they set out to do to reverse yung decimation, yung snap. So what they have to do is to continue
living.
Which parang for each of our Avenger cast or characters, parang they take it parang iba-iba yung kanilang diba? So yun, until the time na some had the parang others have it more positive, others medyo struggling
To continue. Parang find their purpose again.
In a world na parang medyo talagang nawala, half of the population nawala. So how do you move on, di ba? Yun nga, si Capros had a support group, but I think Tony and Hulk were the ones who a little bit na, but Tony was happy because nandun nga
Si Pepper
and
at saka may anak.
may anak na si Morgan. Tapos si Hulk, because of the events din na was able to find peace, kaya he was able to merge his two personas na but I guess deep down pa rin sila may certain, even the Avengers that were happy, there are certain parang na sana may mas nagawa pa sila. So laging at the back of their mind ganun yung So now, because the movie merong may time jump no?
Mm.
So after the events of Infinity War, this is parang 5 years after ng time jump sila. So there were some growth, I guess, sa character. Yung parang uh, syempre may mga nangyari sa kanila, which I think the film was able to deliver well na they had to move on because of uh, wala silang magawa
Mm-mm.
until the opportune time na lumabas
Scott.
si Ant-Man, which parang he has this ano
Idea
idea of
of time heist.
time heist, which is if ito yung if you're tawag dito, if you're a long time Marvel fan and you've watched all the movies, dun mo mas ma-appreciate kasi if you watch yung Ant-Man and the Wasp, that's the time na parang
Ito yung connection.
ito yung connection niya. Pero if not, I think na-explain pa rin ng mga konti, pero kumbaga yung depth na
Yung pagkakaintindi mo.
parang
Hindi na siya ganun kalalim.
kumbaga mas acceptable yung kasi you have a whole backstory para doon kay Scott. Yun. So, to give a short doon sa scenario niya, Scott is the Ant-Man who in his last movie was stuck in the quantum realm.
Mm.
And with a lot of scientific mumbo jumbo na sabi niya na kumbaga time behaves differently at this parang very small molecular level na so doon nagkaroon sila ng idea that time travel is possible, and if they can travel back in time, they can retrieve the stones.
At the exact moment
they can retrieve the stones in order for them to gather all of them and reverse
kung ano yung ginawa nila.
so
But they need to determine to which exact moment nila dapat exact time nila dapat makuha yung stones.
So yun nga. So once they have that idea, they have to the one who can execute that the idea na to travel back na, so they had to look for yung parang big brains nila. So yun yung doon. And I think the fun part here is gathering back together yung original na Avengers team na so with their motivation set, di ba? So yun nga yung motivation na nila ngayon is to find the stones or travel back in certain periods of time to get the to retrieve the stones, then yun nga, reverse the what happened. So pero tawag dito, there's another wrinkle sa is that when they ito yung sa scene ni so nag-travel back in time na sila, so they separated into 3 groups. So one group has yun nga sila Cap, si Scott, si Iron Man, and si Bruce Banner. They travel back in time sa New York, dun sa what they call the Battle of New York, which is the events in the first Avengers film. So ang sinasabi kong wrinkle is that when Hulk was tasked to retrieve the Time Stone. The Time Stone is yung ginagamit ni Doctor Strange, yung Eye of Agamotto. So, being in New York, he has to find yung location ng ano, which is in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Yun yung bahay ng Sorcerer Supreme. Which, at this time, hindi pa si Doctor Strange, pero yung Ancient One.
Ancient One.
So, ang ano doon is that the Ancient One, sabi ni Ancient One kay Bruce na ano, na I cannot give you the stone kasi ibibigay ko man yung stone sa iyo, maaayos mo yung timeline niyo. Kung
But it will not be beneficial.
hindi
sa timeline.
hindi magiging beneficial sa amin dito kasi we are using the stone to protect nga kung whatever is parang ano sa magical realm na ano. So, pero ang sabi ni Bruce, pwedeng maayos yun by returning back the stone at the moment of where they got where they got it. So, yun. Pero ang ano naman counter naman ni Ancient One is that magagawa mo lang yun kung nanalo kayo. And then, so kaya yun yung kumbaga, yun yung another conflict doon. Kung hindi sila mananalo, di sira lahat. Sira yung timeline nila Bruce. Sila yung timeline ng Ancient One. So that's another ano. But with the, I guess with the caveat na tama ba yung term na sinabi ni Bruce na
why did the Strange give it to Thanos willingly na ano parang oo.
So yun yung ano niya na
did he make a mistake
parang ang galing din kasi yung realization ng Ancient One na bakit niya binigay, so ibig sabihin baka ako yung nagkamali. Which means na that certain scenario already happened. Na ano, and in a previous scenario hindi niya binigay. So dito sa ano, siguro yun yung sinasabi ni Strange na one of the 15 million na possibilities. So dito binigay niya. So ayun. So Bruce was able to get that stone. And yung ano parang ang ano nila dito ngayon is that they have to succeed. Na ano. Pero in short, all of them were able to retrieve the stones in their respective ano. So
without of course with great sacrifice. Especially for Clint.
For Clint. Ayun, do you want to talk about yung ano kasi parang may certain drama for each stone na ano itong part ng ano, this is that ito yung time heist na tinatawag ni Scott because they have to get the stones at certain points in time. Tapos, actually, mga points in time that we have watched in previous films, di ba? So, yun, I do want to talk about yung ano, yun, naiyak ka din.
Sobra.
So, I guess in one of the most dramatic ano nung heist is the one with Hawkeye and Black Widow. Yun, when they try to retrieve the Soul Stone. Yan. Ganda mo yun. Yeah. So, yun. With the Soul Stone, we've, diba, parang napanood natin yung what happened with Infinity War. So, I guess, yun yung tawag dito. Again, with watching all of these MCU films, it parang, it becomes important to rewatch the previous films. Or, Parang
So that,
kailangan na panood mo
oo,
yung mga ano,
para
para,
maintindihan mo
oo.
kung what's really happening with Endgame.
Kumbaga, mas mabigat yung ano
Oo.
nito. Because you already coming in as a viewer, parang sinabi na si Hawkeye and si Black Widow is going to Vormir. You already have
An
the
idea why and what's going to happen.
yung sense na ano yun, na parang this is not going to turn out well na ano, diba?
And you remember yung kanila, yung hinatid na nila si Rhodey at saka si Nebula sa Morag ba yan?
Sa
How to
Morag.
retrieve yung stone na kinuha ni Quill na paglipad ng Venator, na pag-alis ni Nat at saka ni Clint.
Parang alam mo yung Venator, no?
Parang ang nag-wish si Rhodey dun sa dalawa na
parang watch each other six.
Tapos
ganda yung ano na
parang
yun.
may worry si Rhodey sa kanila dalawa, pero sabi ni Nebula na as long as they are not gonna fall out from each other, yung parang magagawa nila yung kailangan nila gawin. So parang in that sense, parang may ano na parang as long as hindi magkakaroon ng risk ng relationship and all.
Hindi mo na
catch yun.
Hindi na ano yun na. Yun lang yung parang yung kay Rhodey naman, yung feeling ko kay Rhodey is more of just a general ano lang na sasabihin na alagaan niyo yung isa, pero hindi ko na-catch yung
parang may undertone yung kay Nebula na parang alam na at the back of Nebula's mind, alam niya na one of the two will not come back anymore.
Pero kasi wala talaga silang idea on ano eh. Ang alam lang nila is that Thanos killed Gamora sa ano. Pero hindi nila alam yung kumbaga that a sacrifice was needed. Na ano. So yun. So I think yun din yung isang pinaka-emotional moment between Hawkeye. Ang ano ko lang doon sa kanilang dalawa is that ang ganda ng relationship nila. It's parang purely platonic na ano. Kasi syempre tawag dito, previously yun sa first na Avengers film, parang may certain ano ka pa na do they have a certain romantic relationship na ano. Tapos
di ba sa mga previous films parang parang tinatanong pa nga si Clint kung may family ba siya o ano, parang nobody knows kung may pamilya siya, si Nat lang talaga yung nakakaalam.
Pero even at that time parang wala pang ano, di ba, wala pang hint na may family na siya, no? Tapos parang they were teasing na ano nga, parang kasi may mga images pa dati na nakikita na si Black Widow nakasuot ng necklace, tapos may arrow yung ano yung necklace niya. So yun yung mga hints na baka ano nga sila. Pero later on, after realizing na may family si ano, it becomes purely friendly lang yung ano. They're just good friends, kumbaga. So and with that, yung pain talaga na ano mangyayari dito.
Saka alam mo yung parang one is ready, each is to
sacrifice for
both is ready to sacrifice for each other.
So to set up the scene na ano, parang with Vormir, syempre kinausap sila agad nung nagbabantay, which is Red Skull na, and said na parang one needs to sacrifice yung somebody he loves na ano. So with that, yung silang dalawa nagdi-discuss sila na ano yung parang ang isa't isa is already thinking na sila yung magsasacrifice ng ano eh. Tapos may magandang linya dun si Clint na ano, I think magkaiba yung iniisip natin na kung sino yung yung magsasacrifice. So, siguro yun, talagang ma- makita mo rin yung makita mo yung care nila sa isa't isa through the suntukan nila. Kaya parang I have to be incapacitate you so that you don't have to sacrifice yourself. So kaya nag-away nagpupugan sila. Di ba? So ayun. Tapos in the end with maneuvering ni Black Widow ayun na siya yung nag-sacrifice and uh, so that Hawkeye can retrieve yung Soulstone. Yun yung I guess with the 6 stones that we have to retrieve, I think yun yung medyo pinaka pinaka emotional
yun yung pinaka-mabigat
pinakamabigat na sacrifice. The others were
parang with Iron Man and Captain America's time jump sa, di ba kasi nga nag-fail sila dun sa Tesseract, so they have to
go back
to 1970. So parang yung time na yun, parang it's more of another chance to see yung kanilang loved ones na
yun maganda
diba?
pala rin yan. Doon naman sa kanila, it's more of finding closures na kasi in kay Tony, it's more of yung father
yung parang
issue niya
yung parang hindi maganda yung relationship niya with his father.
He was not able to say what he needed to say sa father niya, di ba? Yung parang makita mo sa Civil War yun. Yung, di ba, yung nag-project siya ng holographic na So, this time around, he was able to parang in some little way, he was able to kasi yung feeling niya na parang hindi siya hindi siya
hindi niya na-meet yung expectations ng father.
Hindi na-meet, pero parang masyadong malayo yung nila. Pero doon yung sinabi ni Howard na I will do everything for that
For that kid.
Parang in some way nagiging at peace din si Tony. With Steve, I guess seeing his the love of his life, parang it's yun din parang ang ganda nung ng character kasi throughout yung history niya, it was always Peggy na pero siya minsan sa pamangkin ni Peggy. Halikad niya yung pamangkin ni Peggy. Bastos kasi Captain America. Paano mo ma-explain yan ngayon kay Peggy, Captain America?
I kissed your niece.
Ayan. So, okay. So, in terms of the setting up ng nila, facing the, kumbaga, rising to the climax, they were able to retrieve all 6 stones. And Tony actually built tawag nila glove di ba?
It's not really a gauntlet pero parang glove.
Parang sabi na tawag niya infinity glove. na So Tony to house the 6 stones. Yun yung pero ito yung sinasabi ko nga sa'yo. The difference between this glove and the gauntlet na ginawa ni ni Lannister. Tyrion. Yung ginawa ni
Sumawa na stereo.
yung ginawa ni Tyrion Lannister na gloves. Kumbaga siguro that's why mga Asgardians went to Tyrion because basta parang he is the best na blacksmith o ano because parang feeling ko proper yung pagkagawa niya. Kasi when you see in the previous film when Thanos was wearing the gauntlet, walang pain, di ba? But this time around with the glove na ginawa ni Tony, I think it's more of just a temporary na ano kasi the moment na they decided kung sino magana, di ba? Kung sino magsuot ng glove. So Hulk was the one who used the glove. Tapos makita mo kagad instantaneous na
May pain
parang birth na yung ano. So yun lang yung sa mind ko na baka hindi ganun ka proper or there's some limitation pa rin doon sa kakayanan ni Tony. Ano. So with that, with Hulk wearing the glove, parang dito na yung at the beginning of the climax ng climax ng film. Pero before we sa doon, I think we also need to talk about yung ni another na character si Thor. Hindi natin na
may sariling conflict kasi si Thor.
Oo.
Parang
yung personal
he has
conflict
he has
motivation niya.
a lot of guilt. He's carrying a lot of guilt. Na I think what he feels is that he didn't do it the first time. If had he done it right the first time, parang hindi sana mangyayari yun. That's why yung sa may part sa Infinity War na nung na-throw niya na si Stormbreaker, instead of him hitting Thanos in the head, di ba parang sa chest lang, na nag-laugh si Thanos, so sabi niya, should have gone for the head. So, parang nandun yung guilt niya na although he was able to kill Thanos or chop Thanos' head off, parang wala na yung satisfaction na because they already lost eh. Parang a lot of people they love were already gone, and so parang for him, although he was able to get the head, it's pointless na para sa kanya na.
Natatawa lang ako because kumbaga we watched the movie twice, di ba? Yung kumbaga why I enjoy watching it the first time.
Yung talagang first day na show.
Kasi yung difference
nung audience na kasama mo. You know that the people you are going to watch this with the very first day ng screening is talagang sila yung yung fans and involved,
sila
invested
talaga
talaga dun sa makita mo dun sa reaction. Diba? Kaya nung second time na pinanood natin na they didn't react sa line ni Thor na
I went for the head.
Sila nagtanong sa kanya, what did you do?
Si
Rocket. What did you do? Sabi ni Thor na, I went for the head. So, parang sa atin, tayo lang nakagets. And those people na kasama natin, na nanonood on the second time, parang napakatahimik na. No reaction at all.
Kumbaga, the first time that we watched it, because we watched it, I think with the audience of diehard fans na so when Thor delivered that line, it was more of parang an in-joke, na nakakatawa na kasi yun nga yung sinabi ni Thanos, di ba? So
you should have gone for the head do sa Infinity War.
Kumbaga, it's a continuation of that conversation. I went for the head. So, yung crowd na talagang yung laughter the second time that we watched it, parang I think the crowd found it more serious na which is which I think is
Fine.
funny
If that is not a continuation of
Oo.
the previous movie nga na ano, but
Ang ano dun is that, ah, ang galing nung scene na yon, kumbaga, because yun nga, it can go both way. If you're a fan, you'll find it funny. If you're just there as a new, you find it, whoa, parang, this guy is, ano, is a badass na, ano, grabe, he went for the head. Kumbaga. So, yun. Tapos, ayun, with Thor, yun yung struggle ni Thor na kaya he spiraled
Oo,
na,
out of control na
na
parang
naging, I guess, depression
naging
niya.
bomb siya.
naging,
Hippie.
oh. Yun nasa character na ang nagiging ano siguro personally na sometimes parang I felt na they went overboard sa making Thor hindi joke talaga na character eh. Kasi the first time after the 5-year jump na nakita mo ulit si Thor is parang ayun wearing bomb clothes
Naka-crocs.
oo. Tapos talagang meron na siyang beer belly na ano.
At hindi lang maliit na beer belly Parang ano si Boston, di ba?
It's a it's a funny scene siguro na ano. Pero yun lang yung feeling ko pa minsan galaw mo. Galaw. It's a funny scene paminsan, pero yun nga, paminsan I feel na sobra, they went overboard na gawin siyang katawa-tawa na character. Though the jokes na inaano niya, benta naman lagi. Marami namang benta na ano, yung when they were discussing how to get the stones, talk about
yung kanyang turn to tell the story about the
ether.
So makita mo din yung mga faces ni Rhodey at saka ni Cleva.
I guess doon yung magaling yun ano.
Si Hulk na.
Yung makita mo yung siguro din makita mo yung may personality yung lahat ng mga characters na kasi si Scott was the one who is so eager
to listen, to hear yung kanyang story. Well,
siguro
because hindi nga niya alam yung story ng mga stones. First time niya ma-encounter, di ba? Parang, so kaya talagang eager